I'll honestly never forget. I don't remember the day or anything, but I was just, as I do, scrolling on YouTube, watching random videos. And I'd heard of Jordan Peterson in passing, but I hadn't really paid much attention. I'd heard a couple of like Jordan Peterson destroys leftist or whatever, and so I knew who he was. But I remember I clicked on this one video, and the first thing he says, and it was kind of like a highlight reel, and he literally said, "What you most want to find will be found where you least want to look."
Yes.
And for some reason, that hit me, like, pun intended, like a pile of bricks. And I was like, holy shit, because here I am. I think I was 32 at the time. And I'm just looking at it, I was like, my life's not bad, don't get me wrong, but, like, there are things that I wanted to and still want to accomplish. And I felt like I was at a point where I was kind of stuck, where I didn't really know how to take that next step. And then hearing that kind of made me realize, it's like, well, shit, there's a lot of stuff I haven't tried yet. And there's a lot of stuff that I'm afraid to try. Because new things are scary. So it's like, well, maybe that's the key. And then lo and behold, he and I never thought I had much of a voice. Like, I didn't think I was good at speaking or good at prolonged, like, these kind of intellectual conversations, even though I loved having them. And actually, I don't know if I ever told you this full story, but we were hanging out one night. He's like, dude, we should do a podcast. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. So then finally he keeps bringing it up. I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I'll do it, whatever. Nothing else, we'll just hang out. But I'm literally, and like, this is not you, this is me. I was literally expecting to just come in and have, like, not a shitty mic, there's just like one shitty mic and a little camera. But I come in and he's got this whole setup. I'm like, holy shit, he's serious.
The funny thing is, our original camera was a Sony AS10. It's a little push and play recording one, and it was on a battery.
It kept dying.
It would die on us within like 40 minutes, and then we'd just sit there and talk for a minute while it's charging, and turn it back on, and then end the podcast.
Well, but the funny thing about that is here I am thinking that I'm no good at this, and in our first podcast, what was that? It was damn near 3 hours.
Oh yeah,
and it went by.
We didn't really quite understand that, like, try to keep it a little less. Like 3 hours is a lot, because if you don't have the viewer retention, like Joe Rogan or somebody like that, it's like 3 hours. Like, you're not gonna get anyone to watch, but clips here and there, and that's why this guy started editing
clips together.
Cutting out clips, so that works. I don't know where we're getting at with this, but hey.
Well, I'm basically getting at, like, it's. I swear I'm bringing this back full circle. This is kind of how we do, though.
I'll circle back to you.
Yeah. But that feeling of, at first it's really scary, but then I explored it and we started doing it, and now it's one of the things I look forward to every week. And we still have relatively small numbers, but in the time we've been doing it and then going into other mediums like Spotify and things like that, and then collaborating with other people, doing other podcasts, we're exponentially further than I thought we would be at this point.
You should have seen his text when I told him I had to get surgery for my appendix. I had to get it removed about 3 weeks ago, and he's just like, "Oh, so you can't do the podcast?"
I didn't mean it like that.
And I was like,
I didn't mean.
I'm dying. You can come in here and Yeah, it was.
It was a clarification question. It wasn't. Oh man, so you can't do the podcast?
No, it wasn't really nothing like that. He's like, "Oh shit,